Hello, YouTube, and welcome back to Brewing with Magic. Before I get into this pile of cards you see behind me, I would like to remind you that when we hit 500 subscribers, we are going to be announcing a YouTube live event where we're going to give away all kinds of fun goodies, including one set booster box of whatever the current set at the time of hitting that landmark is. So please smash that subscribe button, completely fast and completely free. And if you already are a subscriber or you just hit that button, please rate and review this, share it with someone on social media, and down below check out the Discord. We'd love to see you in there. And if you want to support the channel so that we can give away more stuff more often, please check out our Patreon link as well. So what do we got going on today? Today's deck is Tergrid takes all. I mean, in theory, people will do a lot to make sure Tergrid doesn't take a thing. I will tell you that right now. So basically, this is a control deck that has some aspects in it that make it super fun. Tergrid, because when anything is, sacrificed or discarded, it becomes yours as long as Tergrid is on the board, which makes for a whole lot of fun shenanigans. So what does the deck have in it? Well, we have our removal suite, which includes 2 Bloodchief Thirsts, 2 Heartless Axe, 3 Soul Shatters. Keep in mind, Soul Shatter works perfectly with Tergrid because they are actually sacrificing the creature, and then 3 copies of Extinction Event. I had no board wipes in the deck for a while, and the deck just wasn't performing. It needed the Extinction Events, and so it got them. Next, what we have is our discard / removal package. So we have 2 Elspeth's Nightmare. You destroy a creature opponent controls with power 2 or more, then you see their hand, and you choose a non-creature, non-land card and discard it, which also you would get if Tergrid is out. Inscription can either be a removal, it destroys target creature at mana value 3 or less, and or target opponent discards 2 cards. You're not really returning target creature card with mana 2 value of 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. You have 2 of them. We'll get to those in just a moment, but I mean, why would you do that when both of those creatures, what they do is they discard 1 card from your opponent's hand. This discards 2. And then we have 2 copies of Liliana. Once again, it can be a discard card or a removal. And then Rankle, who can be not only a draw card, but it's for both of you, of course, but a discard card and a removal. So that is pretty cool. Now, Rankle doesn't do very well as making your opponent sacrifice a creature if you have to sacrifice your own Rankle. So we do have a couple of creatures in the deck that help support everything else going on. So this next suite of cards, this next package, if you will, is our straight just discard cards. So we have 4 Acquisitions Experts. So when this hits the board, they have to reveal a card for every creature in your party. And then you get to choose one of those and they have to discard it. So we have 4 of that. We have 4 Elder Fang Disciplines, which is a cleric, and this is a rogue. So with both of these on the board, you do have 2 members in your party for the Acquisitions Expert. But once again, so both are creatures that hit the board, that make your opponent discard, that you can sacrifice to Rankle, making them discard cards, and you have a board presence to just chip away for a bit on the board. And then lastly, we have 2 copies of Skull Raid. Target opponent discards 2 cards. They had fewer than that. You draw cards equal to the difference, and it's 4 mana, but you can foretell it for 2 and pay 2 later to cast it. So that is really nice. And then we have, of course, our game finishers, which you have to have 4 Tergrid's God of Fright / Tergrid's Lanterns for a Tergrid Takes All deck. And then we have 2 copies of Professor Onyx in the deck. And I'm going to be honest with you, in most cases with the Tergrids, just because there is so many people out there playing removal, I ended up throwing this on the Lantern side first most cases. I would love to put this on the Tergrid God of Fright side, but if they're playing black, if they're playing red and you think that they can kill that, if they're playing red and they don't have a lot of cards in their hand, you get this, they're usually not going to kill it. But if they're playing black, green with a fight spell, if they're playing white with remove, so basically red or blue, because they can only cast this. Other than that, Tergrid's not even safe. So a lot of times I end up going on Tergrid's Lantern and closing out games that way. And then we do have a pretty simple land package of 21 Swamps and 3 Crawling Barrens. The Crawling Barrens are just there to help finish out games if you have nothing else you can do. So obviously the deck is pretty simple. It's try to keep your opponent's board clear, just like with most decks that you would play. Try to get to where you get a Tergrid God of Fright on the board. I would prefer to have the Fright than the Tergrid's Lantern, but if you can get to it, you want to get to that Tergrid's God of Fright, and then you want to start doing pretty much anything in your deck, because then you get it back from your opponent. So, Soul Shatter, Elspeth's Nightmare, Inscription, Liliana's discard, the Rankle discard, the Acquisition, the Elder Fang, the Skull Ray. All of those are going to trigger effects that if you have Tergrid God of Fright on the board, you now own those cards, and it is super fun when that happens. So that is how you run this deck. Why don't we go ahead and check out the gameplay and show you exactly what I got up to with this deck. First, Obscure Atrocity. We go first. We got 3 lands, Acquisition, Extinction, a Rankle, and a Skull Ray. Let's try it out. Fabled Passage, our turn. Land, their turn. Crack Fabled Passage, show us color. She got Obscure Atrocities. It is a mountain. Are you, is it? Mono red? Boros? Boros. Okay. Professor of Symbology. They get the one that creates a token. Okay, it's land. As I say, then we can board wipe them, so that's nice. But we cannot do that. Let's throw that into an Acquisitions Expert, which happens to perfectly match up against this, which is fine. Or Control deck. Let's get rid of their planes. I mean, they're going looking for land, and then they're going to give us land. So that's a little bit of an odd choice. War Singer. Okay. So if they hit us next turn, they don't get this back because I can block that much. But if I block and can't kill it, they just bring it right back. So no blocks. What a pity. Even an odd. Nothing I can date. Let's put this in a Foretell and pass the turn. They don't have anything they can bring back yet, so hey, no attacks, please. No. If they throw, yeah, they crack it and they throw Winota, this is gonna hurt. Blade Historian. So we have to kill even next turn. So we'll block this because this isn't even anyways. Block. Yep. And we take 2 more. 3 more. We throw this and we extinction on evens. Problem is, do they have anything in the graveyard? No. Okay, so Warsinger doesn't take anything back. We need them to throw something on odd so I can extinction on odd again. There's an environmental science. They blinded us with science. Throw that, and I'll throw a creature that's odd. Nice. Throw another creature that's odd. Nah, they probably won't. So we'll extinction on odd again. Man, there's only 2 cards left in their hand. I would love to do that, but we've got to extinction on odd. Gotta. Okay, there we go. We can Elder Fang and Skull next turn. Oh no. Ooh. It's a Bone Crusher. Well, that does kill it, but we also take damage in return. So I'm going to do what is not fun. And we're going to Rankle. And let's see. We can afford to discard a card and make them discard a card. And each player sacrifices a creature. Let's sacrifice this because it was already going to make them get rid of 1 card. And I do not take damage from the Bone Crusher because we're both going to be sacrificing our creatures. It wasn't ideal, but we're at 5 life, man. Okay. Let's see if they'll take a turn off. Just 1 little turn. Blade Historian. So no. I don't have any way to kill that is a problem. So we're going to have to block it and make them discard. And let's also draw 2 cards. So get rid of that. And then let's discard this. Draw 2. I mean, I'm pretty sure I have 24 lands in this deck. Yeah, we're at a 46% chance of land. To say that this game is not rigged. Okay, I'll stop. But I'm just saying, where's the land? We definitely have to block. There is a Lily. How many cards in our graveyard? 7. So we'll throw the Lily. We'll -3. -3.
I have
Get
the
rid of
right
that
to
thing.
choose my own fate. Get out of my way.
We're getting close to I mean, literally, I need land. Land. Okay, there's a land for them. I think we just caught up. Let's go ahead and throw this out as the lantern. Let's go ahead and each player discards a card. We'll get rid of one of our rankles. I mean, we have 2. Let's tap the lantern. And it's our turn. Or their turn. Sorry, their turn. Skyclave, Apparition. Is that going to take out the lantern or the lily?
One more grudge for the list.
Oh, okay. So we'll go ahead and throw the Elspeth's Nightmare out. Getting back the Apparition, or killing the Apparition, getting back a 4/4 token. And let's go ahead and tap the lantern while they don't have anything they can sacrifice. Got him. Obscure Atrocities. Mini Lefu. Mini Lefu. Okay, that was bad. Opponent goes first with a Yorion. Snooze. No, I'm kidding. We have 2 Swamps, Bloodchief, Elderflame, Discipline, Heartless, Skull Raid, and a Tergrid. So the Bloodchief and the Heartless are a little but the other cards do something. We'll keep it. Ooh, another land. We'll take it. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Let's get these removals over here. They'll be, you know, something we can do later, but not now. Elder Fang. Shadow's Verdict. That means those are all removal. Just passing it back. We'll throw the land. We'll throw this into Fortell. We're going to come on in. Coming in for 1. So I think we want our opponent to tap out. Since they're not showing green, I don't think they can get rid of this lantern without... Because what do they need? They need Binding the Old Gods, right? So if they tap out here, we go Tergrid's Lantern. They probably won't. Okay, so they don't. So I think I go Elder Fang Discipline. Okay, let's swing for 1. Okay, they Faceless Haven in response. We will destroy said Faceless Haven. I was gonna Skull Raid them, but take them back a whole land? Are you kidding me? Get the hell out of here. Even if they would have blocked and killed our Elder Fang, which if they do that again, that's fine. We can it stays a creature till end of turn. I'm fine with that. So let's go ahead and what do I want to do? I think first let's attack. I think they have a counter spell. I'm gonna try the Skull Raid. I don't want to rush out this Tergrid. We're getting low on cards in our hand, but so are they. Disdainful Stroke is the spell. Nice. So we'll end the turn. Are they ever going to tap out, or are they going to draw Goas the whole game? Mini Ooh, they're just going to draw Goas. Okay, so let's make them discard 2 more cards. Or at least attempt to make them discard 2 more cards. Oh, what do you have, Mini LeFou? What did we discard? Heartless. So, I mean, they've got removal in their hand still. I don't know if they're holding up a counter spell. Is that what they're trying to do? It's trying to not let us... I mean, we'll just keep Binding the Old Gods. Okay, so they did throw the green, which we were talking about. So, I mean, it's either... I feel like it's so much harder for them to get rid of the Tergrid's Lantern. So, we are going to throw the Lantern. We're going to activate the Lantern. They cannot bring this to their hand, and yeah, they can't do all of that next turn. So we'll go ahead and Tergrid's Lantern, swing for 1. They're at 10. They search their land for a library, Search their land for a library. Search their library for a land. It's all up here. Oh, Yorion into the hand is going to be good for us. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and let's make them... We can actually throw the Acquisitions Expert and reset this. If they choose to let that go, let's go ahead and Acquisitions Expert. Kill it. I don't think you have a single card that can kill that. This isn't historic. I get to see 2 cards. Okay, I still get to see 2 cards. So you just got rid of 1. I get to see 2 and choose. Oh, no. Do I only see 1 now? Oh, that's interesting. It was 2 on the stack before. Well, The game is what the game is. Either way, you're losing a card. Point and kick. Oh. So, Shadow's Verdict. We get rid of you. Let's go ahead and untap the Lantern. Let's retap the Lantern. And let's get in for one. This is a 2-drop, this is a 5-drop, so I could Blood Chief that or Extinction that. It doesn't matter. Probably Extinction it because it saves the Blood Chief for a Planeswalker. Wow. So they have a removal spell, or why would they not have? So let's go ahead and attack. Or they didn't want to throw anything because they're afraid of this Lantern. Okay. Let's do it all at the... Let's make them get rid of both right now. See if I can't get rid of this Yorion, or if they take the damage. They can only do this once. Okay, let's go ahead and untap it. Let's go ahead and pop it again. That Behold might not be their best bet. Okay, we've got them down. They're like literally going off of just luck now. The Cosmo wasn't doing them anything because they had no land. Oh, that was not smart, opponent. They threw the Lash of Malice on our creature, leaving them two... An Elder Gargroth does not scare us. We throw the Extinction Event. I wish I could do both. Let's see. Let's go ahead and pop that first. The Tergrid's Lantern. Make him discard. Let's Extinction on Odd. Let's go ahead and untap the Lantern. While they have no cards in hand, let's retap the Lantern. And bring them down to 2. What you got? What you got, Minnie LeFou? There's a... Got it. Hello, Hand Banana. Or Hand B4 and 4 and 4. Opponent goes first. They're a Yorion deck. We have 3 lands, a Soul Shatter, a Lily, a Rankle, and a Skull Raid. We'll go for it. Oh, Yorion decks. They do mulligan once. So that's good for us. I have no 2-drop hand removals. That's a little bit unfortunate. Oh, hey, 2-drop hand removal. They are showing very odd cards. We have a turn 3 Inscription, a turn 4 Skull Raid. Not bad. And do a turn 5, maybe Lily or a Rankle. So they're just a snow version with... Yeah, I don't know. Interesting. So anyways, let's go ahead and throw the Swamp. Let's Inscription. Target opponent discards 2 cards. It's the rest of their hand. They have 2 cards in Foretell. We swing for 1 and we pass the card. If we top deck a land. Oh, hey, look, we top deck a land. So let's go for a Lily. Oh, hey, one of those was a saw it coming, huh? Okay. That's fine. That means they're getting low on cards. They might have to bring Yorion into their hand here. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and Acquisitions Expert. Boom. Immersion Ultimatum gone. And then now let's Skull Raid into Foretell. And swing in for... Okay, they Behold. Next turn I'll Skull Raid then. They're looking for lands. One at the top, one at the bottom. Hopefully they grab 2 lands. We'll swing in for 1. I say hopefully because they'll throw a land, and then I'm hoping to discard the other 2 cards out of their hand. There's a Fabled Passage. If they're smart, they don't crack it. I don't think they should. They don't want to thin their deck out yet. Here comes a Yorion. Maybe that's to protect a card in their hand. So that gives us 5, 6 lands now. So let's go ahead and Skull Raid. They'll protect something. It won't matter because they don't know that we have this. I think we're going to concede. Let's go ahead and swing in with... You can't cast the Yorion. I'll attack. Let's, each player discards a card. Which topped land. Well, we know they're never going to cast anything that we need this on, so now they have to cast the card they get next turn. We're not drawing, we're not doing anything. We're just done. We're not drawing cards. I mean, if next turn we'll draw 4, 5, 6. We'll make them draw a card. Okay, here we go. What's your hand? What is their hand? You choose a non. Why did? Oh, they put it in a foretell. So let's see if I hit them, they're dead. Because I'm gonna make. Oh wait, I thought. Oh, I should have made them draw a card last turn. Oh no. Let's bolt. Oh, wait. They don't have a card. I'm gonna make them discard it. Oh, I should have did that last turn. Oh no, I hope I don't lose because of that. End turn. What do you got? Ham banana. Did I mess up? But see, what if I gave him a card and it wiped our board? No! No! Banana. Hannah banana. Oh, boring clicks. Get out of here with your boring clicks. Okay, let's soul shatter. Gotcha. You're dead. Let's go ahead and Blood Chief Thirst. Good fight. Good fight. And let's swing with everything. Huh! We don't need no Tergrid. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that is gonna do it for Tergrid Takes All. And as you saw from the gameplay, people will do anything they can to make sure Tergrid doesn't take anything. So maybe that's a good thing. They're so worried about that card that you get wins in with other things while you're doing it, just chipping away at them with the Acquisitions Expert, the Elder Fang, and the Crawling Barrens. But hey, it is fun when it happens, and I will take it because I like taking all my opponent's stuff for free. What would I do to change the deck out? Okay, just a few little changes. First off, so I'm not really hot on Blood Chief Thirst right now, so we're gonna remove 2 of those from the deck, and we are gonna add in 2 Farika's Libation. That's what I'm going with. That's what I think it is. So let's add 2 of those. And why am I adding 2? Because first off, it is a target opponent sacrifices a creature, so it, you know, it helps out Tergrid if Tergrid is out, or target opponent sacrifices an enchantment. But it's a removal, it's instant speed, and it triggers Tergrid. As where, you know, you don't get instant speed with Blood Chief Thirst, and it doesn't help you out with Tergrid, even Tergrid's on the board. Plus, this also can hit enchantments. So I think that's pretty cool. I really like that interaction. And then I'm going to take out 2 swamps and add in 2 Agadium's Awakening to the land package because of the fact that, 1, it can come into play untapped if we needed to. We pay the 3 life, that's okay. And because of the fact that we have a bunch of different creatures we can get out of our deck to reoccur. We have a 2-drop here or another 2-drop here. Obviously we can only get 1 at a time, and then we also have a 4-drop right here, and we have a 5-drop right here. So different, you know, a couple different choices that we have, but why not just put it in the deck just for those just in case moments? So that is the way I plan on taking it out the next time I go out with the deck. If you like this deck, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. Please leave a review down below, or just tell us anything you want to. Smash that subscribe button. It's completely free, and it means the world to us. If you already are a subscriber, thank you very much. And either way, please check out our Discord link down below. Don't forget, when we hit 500 subscribers, we are going to be doing a really fun and special event where we give away all kinds of fun stuff. So one more time, please smash that button. Thank you very much, and as always, until next time, have a blast in the arena.